Thank you for visiting GardenStateWeather.com, New Jersey, and the Northern Mid-Atlantic's weather region news portal. I'm forecaster Robert Smith, and I'm under the weather too today. And what a nasty day if you live in the northeastern corridor of the United States on this December 1st, 2010. We'll get into some of the weather highlights going on right now in just a moment. Okay, starting things off, we have a lot of flight delays. Philadelphia has flight delays, Newark, Teterboro, LaGuardia, JFK. Better check with your carriers there, as there's a lot of flight delays for incoming and outgoing flights. Destinations such as Newark Airport running 2 hours and 23 minutes behind schedule, and that is because of the weather, the very, very strong winds and the moderate to heavy blowing rain outside today. And of course, we do have that flood watch in effect until right through this afternoon in many areas, especially the coastal areas. There's some flood advisories now in effect for some very heavy rain falling across the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area. The New Jersey Department of Transportation, New Jersey 511, reporting some flooding on New Jersey 182 northbound and also flooding on 46 eastbound this morning. Take a look at some observations now. 9 o'clock this morning. It's cloudy and there's rain just about everywhere. Some light to moderate rain, some heavy rain in Somerville, some heavy rain also in Mount Pocono and also across portions of northeast Pennsylvania. A lot of rain just about everywhere now. 1 to 2 inches expected by the end of today as the storm system and frontal system come through. Very strong winds, southeast winds at 24 gusts to 35 miles an hour in the last hour in Pomona. We've got gusts almost up to 40 at Lakehurst, all from the south and southeast, and these are at the surface. You have to go up to a couple thousand feet up in the atmosphere, not too high, and the winds become very strong from the south at about 60 to 65 miles per hour. But the gust here, the sustained gust on the ground, is enough to move vehicles, trees, and just about anything else, including yourself, around outside. So do be careful out there during today. Taking a look at the latest current surface analysis loop, we find a very heavy band of rain. We're not reporting any thunder in the area, but some very heavy rain coming across now, anywhere from central New York State all the way down to D.C. Low pressure is developing along the front there, and a cold front is attached to it, and that is crossing central New York and central Pennsylvania. A lot of heavy rain coming over the next couple of hours during today, along with very strong south to southeasterly winds ahead of the frontal boundary, which is going to cause some possibly some down trees and power outages. And we'll take a look and see if we've got any storm reports so far this morning. No storm reports yet coming in from the National Weather Service, but I'm sure it's still early in the morning, and those things are going to be tabulated throughout today. Right now we've got temperatures in the upper 50s to around 60. And as I mentioned, very strong winds, some fog where the rain is lighter, and pressures are falling like a bomb at 29.79 inches and down. Okay, so as I mentioned, we've got that very strong southerly and southeasterly low-level jet ahead of the cold front this afternoon, and the cold front is going to move through the New York City area by 3 o'clock. We'll be passing right through the area during the course of the afternoon. Very strong winds, especially if you live up on elevations and bridges. 800, 900, 1,000 feet, you're really going to feel the profile of the wind during this afternoon, and it's going to be very dangerous to travel over these major bridges and throughways here. Wind gust of 40 to 50 miles an hour, and it's definitely going to bring down some trees and power lines. So we're going to have some problems with that, so be mindful of that during the afternoon. The cold front moves through the region later this afternoon. Highs today, of course, reaching where they are right now, near 60, possibly some lower 60s. And that's because of all that warm air being pumped up ahead of the storm and the cold front. The strong cold air now comes in tonight on very strong west winds. Skies begin to clear out by midnight tonight, and winds will stay up enough to limit some of the cooling effect because of that. Temperatures dropping down tonight in the mid-30s in the New York metro area. Negatively tilted upper trough, which is the result of what's happening between the storm system moving through and high pressure building in from the southwest. Will mean that we will reside on a very chilly side and a very windy side through the forecast period. And skies will be mostly clear and conditions dry. And this is for Thursday, this evening, right through to Thursday night. Temperatures getting back up into the lower 40s on Thursday. Widespread sub-freezing temperatures with much lighter winds on Thursday night. Going into the weekend now, from Friday through next Tuesday, the models are still slightly in disagreement with what's going to go on, because this trough here that's moving through the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area, the Northeast, during tonight and tomorrow, will become negatively tilted, and eventually what's going to happen is, because we have a very strong negative northern Atlantic ice oscillation, very strong heights of higher pressure in the upper atmosphere across Greenland, is allowing the piece of this, the polar vortex, to slide southeast across the Great Lakes. So that's going to keep an upper trough, a cold pool over the Northeast during the weekend into early next week. There'll be some disturbances that will rotate through, so there'll be cloud cover from time to time. Even a few sprinkles cannot be out of the question. And I would not say that those wouldn't even be some snow showers or even some snowflakes in the sky from time to time. All of this depends now on other energy coming in from off the west coast in the Pacific, riding down over the top of the ridge in the west, and then into the trough axis here in the eastern United States for Sunday night through Tuesday. Some of the modeling continues to show that a piece of that energy actually develops a surface low off the mid-Atlantic coast on Sunday night and Monday, and that heads northeast into the Atlantic, further deepening the negativity of the North Atlantic oscillation. And some models are suggesting that this is not really going to be the case. So we just don't know. We can see the upper air pattern, but we don't know the details of whether or not we're going to have a winter precipitation event from Monday or Tuesday, or whether we'll just see cloud and continued colder and drier air into the region. Well, of course, throughout the day, even though I'm sick, I'm going to take a look at some of the modeling and see if we can't figure this out by the time the weekend comes up. So that's going to do it for this edition until maybe perhaps later this afternoon or tonight. I'm a little under the weather today. And I thank you for stopping by GardenStateWeather.com, New Jersey, and the Northern Mid-Atlantic's weather region news portal. And we'll see you again soon.